Nothing interesting to see here. No, I'll be deleting this once I've done my test. So I'm just going to have a look on here. I'm in the workshop at the moment, as you can probably tell, and see what's going on. So it should be yeah, it's going to all shorts test Streamlabs. So that is working. Now the reason why I'm trying this is because yesterday's stream when I was walking the dogs was quite poor, and I'm hoping that the bitrate is a lot better using Streamlabs. Quite poor, and I'm hoping that definitely looks better. So I'm gonna. Sorry this, but I'm just gonna try to turn that noise off. Let's turn the sound off. That's getting really annoying. And now it's buffering. So why is it buffering? Oh. It shouldn't be buffering in here. Hello, English Viking. Does it look okay, English Viking? Looks okay from this end. But I'm on the house internet at the moment, which is it's still 4G, but it's on the antennas. There's not much delay. There's about 5-second delay. That's weird. That's so weird. So what do you reckon, English Viking? It's, oh, it looks good there, does it? Oh, excellent. Cheers, English Viking. Looks okay. Hello, great day, lovers. I hope it does look okay, because my walk yesterday, I watched the video when I got back, the stream, and let's turn the sound off there. And it's so pixelated. I didn't realise how pixelated it was, and it's not great. So I'm using Streamlabs at the moment, and I've never used it before. This is the mobile app version, so if it's good, I'll use it more often, because it's basically what it does all the heavy lifting. So whereas I think what's happening is, oh hello, Dora, there's a dog. I think what's happening is the encoding. It's a lot of stress on the phone, even though it's quite a fast phone I got here, but it's quite a lot of stress on the phone, and it was struggling. So that's what I think was happening. Whereas with Stream, Sebastian, look at that butt. Oh, you dirty dogs. Oh dear. Hello, Andrew. How's it look for you? Is it the picture okay? Because it's like I was saying a minute ago, it was a little bit. Sometimes it looks a bit jumpy, does it, English Viking? I had a bit of a buffering go on just a second ago, but it might be because I was swapping my account. But there you go, that shouldn't have made any difference, to be honest. So yeah, and I've got some new lights. So bright those things are. 80-watt halogens. 80-watt LEDs. Sorry. I have to get a bit brighter in here because it was I was struggling with the video in here as well, so I got some new lights. Sometimes a bit jumpy, because that's kind of the problem I was having here. So I'm going to go outside and see what happens. Have a little wander outside, and I'm going to swap over onto the 4G. Might be an idea. So that will go sort of buffer just for a second while it's grabbing an old 3G driveway and trying. Although it's quite interesting what's going on with Boris Johnson. I mean, he's scarpers every time he's some kind of risk of being found out or been put under pressure. He scarpers. Oh, I know. I'm going to see my old buddy. Mr. Modi. I'm going to see Mr. Modi. That's what I'm going to do. So now I should. Now you've got pixels. Why have I only got 3G still? Usually it's quite good here. It might go off for a second. Hopefully I pick up 4G now. Yes, it's got 4G now. So it should improve from now on. Yeah, that would have been a bit, Vincent, that would have been buffering. I just had to switch from 3G to 4G. 4G now. And it looks like quite a good connection, so I'm quite happy with that. It should. Okay, has it improved? Has it? Oh, there's a car coming. It's like it run over. So it keeps cutting out, getting a bit jumpy, it was buffering. It's looking for the right G-spot. So, is it a bit better now? Because I'm on 4G now. It might not be as good as it was in the house. It's a bit better when you're not walking. Oh, sorry. That's kind of the point, though, isn't it? I want to do, well, as I go for a walk, you know, like Bowler Hat Man. Oh dear. Anyway, I'm walking. So I appear to have better connection now. It's just that in the driveway it wasn't very good. I'm going to check. I'll review this in a moment. Once I've stopped the stream and see what's happening. Because yesterday's stream was really pixelated, and the actual quality in the connection was actually quite good. Can I lie down and start? Okay, there we go. How's that? Does that help, Son of a Viking? No? Okay. Oh, it feels good. Oh. Can you hear me now? Yeah. Thanks, Great Dane lovers. Yeah, I used to do that at the beginning of the stream, but I realised, if they can't hear me, how can people watching can actually respond or hear the question? Can you hear me now? So it's a bit idiotic, isn't it, really? I have done that before, and I realised that's a bit stupid. If somebody can't hear you, I suppose, really, at the end of the day, that some of this, you know, you'll say, wouldn't you? Leave it in the chat. So, hello, Tom Nelson, and then I'm going live on my woodworking channel in the moment, but this is mainly for this channel, as in all shorts. The reason being is that I just wanted to make sure. So, it shouldn't be buffering now, I don't think. I think that's just when I was changing over from 3G to 2G. Can you hear me now? Stop lying down. People think you're pixelated. Cheers, if I can. It's a bit choppy since I'm lying down, really. Maybe I've got to be a bit higher. God, and Bennett. I am in the sticks, I know, but we've got two antennas that we can connect. There's one which is in that direction, at St. Lawrence Segor, and there's one which is one we're connected at the house at the moment. No, it's not actually. There's another one over there in Ordal-sur-Ver, and that's the other thing I noticed yesterday was the actual quality of the picture was quite poor. It was in the sense that it was overexposed, very bleached out. So I don't know if that's any better. Can I see? The problem with stream, they don't give you a lot of control. Like, for instance, it'd be quite handy if it had, like, I could, you know, put the exposure on me or whatever I want it to be on, instead of just kind of an average over the screen. Is there anyone out there? The image keeps turning, sorry, like that. That's because I keep going up and down. There you go. Let's put that way up, shall we? Oh, listen very carefully. I should say. Oh yeah, oh, crikey. Hello, hello. Oh, Rennie. Listen to it very carefully. I'll only say this once. Unless you like and subscribe, so you can rewatch. Okay. Oh, hello, Tom and Great Dane lovers. Well, it's just a cell phone repeater for the house. Well, I have. I've got several of them. I've got 3 of them in the blooming house. Well, no cell phone repeater. No, I've got one of those, but that's only 3G. The one we got. I've had it for quite a while, but that's only really we only use the cell phone repeater for the mobile phone connection. Yeah, just to speak to people. But these days we don't need it because we pretty much don't use the phone. You know, everything's the messenger or, like, you know, FaceTiming type stuff. But our actual house internet is I can show you. We have a 4G system here because we were on the the ADSL, but we're so far away from the actual exchange, over 7 kilometres from the exchange. The connection, we could only get 500 kilobits per second. That's all we could get at the time. And what happened is, as the connection deteriorated on certain days, that it automatically be downgraded to the most stable, which meant you go down and down, and I had to keep throwing up and getting to reset it. Absolute flipping nightmare. And also, it's too flipping slow. I couldn't do this, obviously, not on 500 kilobits per second. Oh, dogs are barking at me now. But if I show you over here, if you look at the top of my house, there's the antennas. You've got the satellite antenna there, and then you've got the other antennas, yeah, next near the chimney. Well, those antennas are what provide our internet, and they're directional antennas, Yagis, and they then connect to my Wi-Fi router, which is a 4G one, so we put a SIM card in it basically, and that provides us our internet. And we get about 80 megabits per second download, and upload can be up to about 15, which is, you know, we can manage on that quite happily. Hello, David Drago. Are you still longing for Graham? So I haven't seen any uploads to my phone from Graham recently, so I don't know if he's still streaming at the moment. Still getting you at 720p. This is streaming at 720p at the moment via Streamlabs, because I might do it later. At the moment I need to see what it's like, but they do a subscription base where you can have up to you can have 1080p. Well, I don't want to be paying unless I have to at the moment. You know, money funds are tight, and so yeah, but it's free. This service is free up to 720p, so it's quite good. In the house, I'll carry on streaming directly to YouTube, but using OBS, because I think that's where part of my problems I had last week. Yeah, I'll do tests. I'll check it out. Uh, 720p. Check out the price. I pay 850p for mine. 720 is fine. I think it is for streaming, isn't it? As long as the audio's okay. I haven't got no microphones plugged in at the moment. I think the audio is more important than anything. But I found yesterday everything was just a little bit shit when I watched it and I thought, oh, that spoilt it. You know, and obviously I want the experience of everybody watching to be the best that I can do. Do you know what I mean? With my limited means up there, and in there, you know, in the pocket. But it's just just want to be able to make it as good as we possibly can. So anyway, here are my dogs. You gonna say hello? Who's saying hello? You say, oh, I'm on the wrong side of the gate, they're saying. Let's take my grass. God, I'm gonna have to get that from. I've got to get some petrol. It's so expensive. Is it me, or have I got a watermark appearing? A Streamlabs watermark. Well, that is a. I hope I can turn that off, because that's annoying. Can you see a watermark, or is it just on my end? I hope it's not. I hope it's not in the stream, because that would be annoying. So I have to check that out. Yeah. Graham doesn't connect. He must be resting from the last travelling. Oh, I see. Yeah. You haven't got the reading glasses plugged in either. Yeah, very funny. What's the name of the woodworking channel? It's Wally Bois. I think the link is in the description of my videos, actually. Yeah, I'm gonna go live on there in a moment. Just gonna make some shelves, basically. But that's a system that I use quite a bit of. Pretty much all the shelves in my house are made this way, and it works really well and strong. So it's just just using old timber I got, stuck, on the racks and what have you. And I thought, I'll use that. Because in my house, I'm not worried. Because customers, obviously, you got to think differently. So yeah. So okay, well that's. I think it's better. I'm gonna. Chris Pieski. Oh, there is a faint watermark. I think, bugger. Hopefully, I can see it on this end. So hopefully I can remove that, because I don't want that. Definitely not. I'm sure you could remove that via if you're streaming via OBS. Maybe that'll. Oh crikey! I need to check it out. I want to see if that'll really annoy me. I'm not here. I know they're providing a service, but crikey. That's just annoying. That's not good. Anyway. Hey, subscribe. Cheers, things, Viking. Nice one. I just put tutorials on there and some little quick videos, little shorts as well, and do live as well. So, come in the library, hello, buddy. Testing 1 2 1 2 3. Anyone out there? We're here, buddy. Cheers. What you sent over to us the other day. That's very interesting. Hello. Yeah, it is lovely over here. We're very fortunate living here, to be honest. The place was quite, because it didn't cost me a lot of money either. It was cheap as chips. Because it was a complete out of wreck. It's still, still a lot of work needs doing, and finished by no means. Inside is nice, but it still needs a lot doing. But it was, I paid with the extra land. It worked out around £54,000. Sterling. So we've got quite a bit of land here as well. So the problem with land is you have to cut the flipping grass, or you got to get sheep, or you got to do something. And we had sheep, and we found that wasn't such a great idea because the laws and rules here was just getting a bit prohibitive, and we were getting taxed on them, just to have them. And it's we weren't eating them or anything like that because Caroline's vegetarian, so she wouldn't have that, obviously. Look at them waiting there. They're probably thinking, are we going somewhere? Did you see any fighting? What? Did you part of France see any fighting, World War One or World War Two? Oh, what? Oh, this part of France. I imagine so because, if you research Oradour-sur-Glane, Oradour spelt Oradour, Sir as in S-U-R, and then Glen as in Glane. It's the Village de Martin, and it's this. My neighbour. Well, sort of neighbour. He's about 100 yards away. Was it 100 metres? Or was that about thereabouts? Anyway, if you've researched that, it's where the Nazis went in there and basically killed everybody. It's quite an airy place to go around. I've been around there 15 times because it's the one place that everyone seems to want to go to when they come and visit. Okay, if they haven't been before. Okay, again. But it's quite a moving place actually, and they've had to protect certain things. Obviously, the place would be dangerous otherwise. Because they put all the women and children in a big church and put explosives in and killed them all. I think about 2 people managed to escape that bit. A young boy hid in an old rabbit hutch, one of the old concrete rabbit hutches. And only the people who were away at work. It was a very, Oradour-sur-Glane was quite a thriving place. There was more people living there then than there is now. And there's the same with where we live in Oradour-sur-Ver. And there's a story between the two. They're linked. Now, the village that the Nazis were supposed to, what their plan was to attack. This is when they were pulling out of. It's a bit like what Russia has been doing. This is what I can't remember the name of the colonel now. The Nazi bloke. What's his name? Oh, anyway, when they were retreating, they came in retaliation. They came into Oradour-sur-Glane, but it should have been Oradour-sur-Ver. They were given false information via the resistance here, because there's quite a big resistance in this area. So my little town was the one that was supposed to have been hit, really, but it was they ended up with Oradour-sur-Glane instead, and it was brutal, absolutely brutal. The men were there, just literally just put up against a wall and shot, and that's horrific, absolutely horrific. So it's kind of similar to what Putin's been doing with his Russian army, isn't it? And he pulled out of Kiev. So it's quite it's an interesting place, that it is, and it's definitely worth a visit. And I might actually, if I can get decent internet there, I might actually do a live stream from there one day. But I need to find out. There's no point unless I've got decent internet. Otherwise, I might just make a video. I think it's quite apt considering what's going on at the moment. This is the Limousin area, and the town, our main city here would be, actually it's more of a town than a city, is Limoges. And we're about 30 kilometres west of Limoges, where we are here. Google has 3 herds of goats to eat the scrub, etc. on their campus. And other companies, goats are great for scrub, because the first thing we had was goats. They'd eat the bark of any old trees and stuff like that, and vegetation. Brambles I go through, like a dose of salts, but they're not big on grass. Oh, Dirty as Deeds. Dirty as Deeds, didn't see you there. Bizarrely, just watching how the Nazis lost the war. Mussolini welcoming Hitler to Rome at the moment. Oh, cool. I think I've seen that video. The new train station and a road named after him. Loud and clear. Excellent. I hope it sounds okay. And Dirty as Deeds says, Italy halt declares war and promptly got half of its navy nicked. Now, that's something you can obviously... Italy was one of Germany's allies, wasn't it? It was quite funny that Italy was supplying the was it Decenti diesel the engines basically. I don't know, diesel, I think it might have been petrol actually. Were supplying the engines for the gunboats for the UK, for Great Britain. Now, an old boy called Colonel Ashby, he lived on one of those gunboats for years. He bought it from the MOD and what have you, and stripped out all the engines and stuff like that, and made it into liverboard. And this is on River Green on Fort St Andrew. It's now gone. It got Colonel Ashby died, and he used to run what used to be called Hart's Cruisers in Thorpe, and he passed away, and Hart's Cruisers changed names several times. It really went downhill. Got nicknamed Rent a Sinker. Just little Broads cruisers for the Norfolk Broads. Anyway, this particular gunboat, it was what was called straight lap or strike lap. It was a pine hull, but it's double planked, diagonal planked, and because of that, it used to rot really quickly. And then they're built to do a job, aren't they? They weren't built to last the test of time. But these particular guns, they're fast. These big old engines. But these engines were Italian engines, and they've been supplied by the Italians during the war. So it's pretty crazy, really. So, slam dunk, they failed to qualify for the World Cup. Kia Fro, sorry I was late. What did you say about Italy? Good vibes. No, I was just talking about gunboats, and the Italians were supplying the engines for these gunboats during World War II. So it was I think they were reluctant allies of Germany at the time. So anyway, I want to check this out, see what the quality's like, and also need to find out about that blink and how do I remove that watermark, because that is frustrating, that is. So anyway, thank you for joining us here. But I might go live again later, but I don't want crossover onto Max's streams. I made that mistake the other week, and I did apologise to Max, but he didn't bother him at all. So I'm just going to go into the workshop and start streaming onto the other channel now, making these shelves on Wally Bois. So that's Wally as in Wally, and Bois as in French for wood, B-O-I-S. So anyway, thank you for being here and helping me check out this stream. And you got to go and walk the dogs, eh, Vincent? Okie dokie. Well, I'm going to have to do that later as well. But I won't be able to get this working well because I thought that was, apart from the stream quality was pretty poor, I thought it was quite a nice idea. And anyone who was watching my stream yesterday, yes, the dogs were covered in ticks when we went through the woods, and especially Sebastian. I run the combs through them all, again and again and again and again. And Wally Pandora got a few ticks off then, just loose ones were walking about on them. But Sebastian, the white one here, he's a tick magnet. He was absolutely peppered in them. I must have got 20, 30 ticks off him. Didn't I, boy? Huh? Yeah, I'm talking about you. You know, don't you? You know. Anyway, thanks for watching, and thanks for helping us out here. You take care.